Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 1 with the UG Tempo, playing on a budget. I don't think this is a keepable hand. If there was just one blue source, this would be an amazing hand. Other than the Strangleroot Geist is kind of awkward with just a regular green. The blue source would also have to tap for green, so we're going to mulligan this. This is a lot better, actually. This is very good. We don't have a lot of tempo, but we have a lot of aggression, so I'll go ahead and keep it. Now, I'd hate to go against a deck that just first turn Thought Seizes. That'd be the worst case scenario. But Jund itself wouldn't be that big of an issue, as we do have 2 cards that are going to come back, and these type of Undying cards tend to be nightmares for decks like Jund. They have to kill them twice, and they don't want to do that. So it's going to be a Temple of Triumph, which could be... I don't know. What even uses Temple of Triumph these days? I think we can just go ahead and throw out the breeding pool, or we can fetch. I think at this point we might just want to fetch for a basic and just put out a Young Wolf. That's fine by me. It doesn't matter either way. Either play is fine. Could actually be going up against a... No, Burn would not be playing a Temple of Triumph. So a Young Wolf here. And then we'll string you guys next turn with a breeding pool, most likely. So he's probably thinking he's going against Stompy, which he wouldn't be too far off because this deck does tend to function quite like Stompy. The biggest difference is Stompy has more explosive. If you want to go back to a modern Stompy, I think it's only a few months back in the Play on a Budget archives, and you can see that deck in action. This one is kind of a mix between it's not quite as explosive as Stompy, but definitely does have the tempo feel to it. What do you mean by... Okay. He just concedes. Did anyone else just see what happened there? We're in an 8-man queue too. It's not like this was a... Yeah, he just conceded the entire match. Well, we'll hurry and just here I am. Yes, I'm absolutely in an 8-man queue, and maybe his house caught fire or something. So we'll queue up here for just a regular modern event while we're waiting for our 8-man to go down. But anyway, yeah. So what I was explaining about Stompy was Stompy is more explosive. Did he just? Do you know what? I bet he queued up in the wrong format. That's what ended up happening with the last guy. But he should have just played it out. You never know. You could win this one and still win packs. But anyway, so this tempo version is going to be able to bounce, control the board with mana leaks. And so you get the first threat out and then just control, and get in there for damage. So here we go. We'll get another game going here. And yes, we'd like to play first. So this is keepable. I guess it's keepable. It's not the greatest, but we'll go ahead and keep it. This hand does need some help. And we'll start off with a Young Wolf. And this point, I think we do still want to get as many lands in the graveyard for that to become immense. So I'm going to go ahead and just Wooded Foothills. And we'll put out just a basic forest and Young Wolf. So kind of the same start that we had versus our last opponent, but this one we didn't mulligan and he just doesn't scoop here. So this is going to be a Ghost Quarters. This could be a number of decks. There are plenty of them playing them to try to combat Okay, so this is actually going to be Lantern Control, is most likely what it's going to be. So I think we'll just go ahead and put on Experiment 1. I don't think I need to mana leak anything next turn. I'd rather get an Experiment 1 out. And then we can kill Wooded Foothills to go get a breeding pool. But this is definitely be annoying if he has the Lantern. Codex Shredder. So we need to counter the Lantern because it's what gives him the ability to decide if he wants something off the top of our library or not. So here he's going to exile some more cards or basically put the top card. So we don't even get to see these face down cards. Yeah. I don't like the Experiment 1 whatsoever. We need to find... Yeah, this isn't going to provide much aggression until we can get this guy evolved. But we can mana leak anything that's problematic. We need to actually mana leak an Ensnaring Bridge. Which is kind of where he's running Chanceries with the Ensnaring Bridge. And this is just going to feed me for the Become Immense. And he gets a land off the top, which is really good for us. And there's the Ethereum Sculptor. Do you know what? We might just be playing as eggs. This might just be eggs. I don't know if we need to mana leak this. I don't think we do. But this will just make him go crazy, so I think we do need to mana leak it. But we're probably going to lose this just because we're not going to be aggressive enough. Gold Collar Bell. No, this still seems like it's Lantern Control to me. But Eggs uses white. Lantern Control usually doesn't. But the Pixis Vapor Snag is okay, I guess. I think we just hit him for this Become Immense, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or maybe I just wait. Because now he knows there's not a mana leak. He's down to an 8. We still need to figure out a way how to... like Ensnaring Bridge, I guess all our 1/1s actually might be pretty good against Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, don't quite know what his plan is here. Elixir of Immortality, that actually does muff up our play a little bit. And there's the Ensnaring Bridge. So I knew that was going to come eventually. So he wants to get out of cards as soon as possible. Another Young Wolf. At least it's a way for us to put him on a 3-turn clock, basically. Other than he's got that Elixir. So it just didn't provide us with enough aggression without having any sort of Rapid Hybridization or Pongify. And see if he's going to mill some more. I'm surprised he didn't mill the end of turn there. There's no point not to. He's just trying to not give me more Become Immense. I need to get him down to the 1 and then Vapor Snag some sort of creature that he puts out. But Ethereum Sculptor is very weird in the deck. See if he mills. I mean, there's no point to milling right now or at the draw. Like, it's all chance. Other than that was good chance because it gives us a useless breeding pool. It's going to make us all draw a card. No, he's going to gain 5 life. That's right. Still down to a 6, though. Wasn't the best use of his... I mean, gain 5 life for 1 card. Sure. And we have a ton of cards. Ghostly Prison. Hey, at least we have plenty of mana to pay. I mean, that still is very annoying, though. So even if I draw into a land, it's not dead. We can still pay for 1 more creature. And I don't know if we care about that guy at this point. Beast Within's will be nice because it gets rid of the Ensnaring Bridges. But it's only getting there for 2. I'd love to have a burn spell. The mana leaks and remands just don't even really do the greatest job against this deck either. I think we will bring in the Rancors just to have... The Boon Satyr will be nice too, because we can flash in the Boon Satyr. And I wonder if he's still worried about my Become Immense. Because now I've got him on a 2-turn clock. And he still can't activate that Pixis, which I think is what he wants to do, because he's got 6 cards underneath it. Spellskite's actually good, because we're going to Vapor Snag it. So he's going to go to a 3. Now we actually do need to top deck into a land and just hopefully win here. Actually just, yeah, Experiment 1s can attack in, and then we can Rapid Hybridization the Young Wolves. See what else he has. Path to Exile. That still won't do it, because we can just Rapid Hybridization the Young Wolf, and we should be okay. So it's just like a Lantern Control with more... Because this should get him to a 3. We need to stack the Undying on the top. So the evolve. Right? Yeah, I think that's how it works. And he's out of mana, so it should just win here. Vapor Snag's kind of weird for the Spellskites. Yeah, and these should evolve, these two. And I guess I didn't need to tutor this up, but that should be perfect. And he's down to a 0. Okay, so we definitely do need to bring in these Beasts Withins. Scavenging Ooze is kind of awkward too, because he does put some stuff in his graveyard. I might want... Like, we know he's using instances for Path to Exiles, but probably not enough for putting the Dispels in. I kind of like the Vines because they get around. It's a way to pump. So the things I don't like are like Remands. Vapor Snags I absolutely do not like. Ooze is interesting. I don't think Ooze quite needs to come in. I don't know if Boon Satyr is just worse than Vines. I think we can take out all the Boon Satyrs, other than it does evolve our stuff instant speed. And I am going to bring in maybe both no, because Rancor is kind of weird with Path. And do we need... I'd rather have the Beast Withins for sure. And I don't think Dispels need to quite come in. And Mana Leaks, again, are awkward, but it might be just worth it to counter it. So a Vines can come in. 2 Vines can come in and maybe lower on a creature. Maybe lower on Pongifys. Other than yeah. Since we're bringing it, I'm going to take out a Pongify and a Rapid, even though they help with... And these pumps just might be the route to go. Or just a one of Rancor to push through. We'll bring in the Vines. This is fine. We have a Beast Within, a Gitaxian Probe. We'll keep it. A first turn Cloudfin Raptor. It's kind of tempting to have the Cloudfin Raptor actually stay as a 0, as it can attack into the Ensnaring Bridge. There's a Mana Leak, so we'll probe him. He has Lantern, Sun Droplet, Spell Sky. It's going to be annoying. He's going to have a lot of... whenever dealt damage, you put that much. Beginning of upkeep, you remove charge counters. Yeah, Sun Droplets can be very, very annoying. And there's another Beast Within for it, though. So I think we'll just go... You know, I don't think we even need to care about life here. We're going to go all out, get a breeding pool. Cloudfin Raptor. See if he goes Sun Droplet or Spell Sky. Sun Droplet, whenever you dealt damage, put that many counters on it, and they can remove one. Alright, so now we need something for the Rapid Hybridization. I do think it's just good to evolve this guy. Pointless to even attack in, because it puts a counter on it. Might as well, though. Can't mana leak this turn. So that negated that damage. That's going to be a very annoying card to deal with. And he's going to go for another Sun Droplet. And a Lantern. So you're going to see a Cloudfin Raptor coming up with a Mikukoru. So now, actually, I can't attack in because it's net up life. Remand's going to be very, very awkward. I think we just need to Cloudfin Raptor. And we can mana leak one of his annoying cards. I have to mana leak a Spell Sky, unfortunately. Yeah, that card's very annoying. Two cards left in his hand. Again, these Sun Droplets are just going to gain him probably more life that I can dish out. Because you put that many, he gains 2 life per 1 damage I do. So I either Beast within one of them. No, I unfortunately I think I just hold back, and we need to go for like a 1-turn kill somehow. He might end up because he needs the Lantern. 3 cards still in hand. He's got a Lantern coming up. He does know that I have a Rapid. So I get a Rapid Hybridize as one of my Cloudfin Raptors to evolve my other guys. I'm not going to quite use it. We'll do it after the Strangleroot Geist if we do. Alright, so he's going to actually make a shuffle. That's interesting. Yeah, because it makes it so my guys don't evolve. That's annoying. So we'll just pass the turn. And he's going to make us draw a card. Yeah, I guess that he doesn't care. He'd rather have him have more. Oh, target player. So he has another Lantern coming up. I hate to beast these Sun Droplets. It is going to be the card that gets me. Double of them. I'm not sure if I can beat double. Especially with Buried Ruin being able to get back even more. Crucible of Worlds. And that's going to allow Buried Ruin to have a combo. He's got Ensnaring Bridge coming up. That's a card I do have to worry about. So 1, 2, 3. I can worry about the. So I do Strangleroot Geist here. I need to evolve my guys. And I still don't even attack in. And he's going to Surgical Extract, target Mana Leak. Okay. Doesn't affect us because it's not in our hand. So I think with Crucible of Worlds, Scavenging Ooze does need to come in. I want to be as aggressive as possible. This is where Creeping Corrosion would be beautiful. So he's going to draw this Ensnaring Bridge. I'm going to Remand it. He gets to see how Beast Within's galore. Dark Blast is very weak at this point. It's not going to do much at all. Ah, so Marsh Flats is going to be able to deal with it. He's going to return a Lantern or a Spellskite? A Spellskite back. And cast the Spellskite, which is going to get remanded. Because the Crucible is going to be very... Yeah. Jeez, there's just not enough things I can kill. I wonder why I didn't recast the Spellskite. I think my only hope... Well, he does have the... Did I just do that wrong, too? No, I think this is fine. So he's going to be a 3-4. Can I try to kill him in 2 turns? With the Sun Droplet not... I beast within one of them after the fact. And I might be able to pull through 2 of them. But then, no, because I need a beast within his... No, we can Rapid Hybridization the Spellskite. So now he's going to get two per turn. But that might be enough. We need to try to kill him this turn. And he does have to use Marsh Flats, but might be significant. Because I know he's got an Ensnaring Bridge. I'm going to be 1 short, I think. I'm going to give him 2 blockers, and that's going to be enough. No, all Vines. So we should win this, actually. Because he can play the Buried Ruin. Yeah, and then he can decide to get back a Sun Droplet. But that's not going to be enough. Because he's going to put Spellskite out. And then the Ensnaring Bridge, which I'm gonna Beast Within. And Spellskite. Yeah. Think we got it here. Because you can only gain 1 more life with the Sun Droplet. So I don't know if Beast Withining the Sun Droplet was even a necessity. Because we'll Rapid Hybridize the Spellskite. I don't like the Boon Satyr, actually. The Boon Satyr... We'll still get in with 6 with the Cloudfin Raptors and kill the Ensnaring Bridge. But he'll be able to get it back with a Buried Ruin. Oh, geez, that was awesome. I need a land here. Perfect. Because now we just Vines. No, Vines only says I can't be the target of. So I can't do both. With the Ensnaring Bridge dead? Unfortunately, the Buried Rune will get it back and be able to play it? No, I don't think so. Might not be able to. Well, he's got an Academy Runes coming up. So we'd have to get another Beast Within and we'd be almost out. So even to attack, though, I have to Beast Within. the Ensnaring Bridge. Now I can make him lose all his dudes. Which might be okay. Sure. And unfortunately, I just can't give it +2/+2. I think I just let these go. He goes down to a 1. Ah, but then the Sun Droplet, yeah, allows him to gain some more life. So it's going to be, can he get it back within 1 turn with the Academy Rooms? Yes. There's a Ghostly Prison coming up, which is going to be annoying. Uses the Buried Runes to get back, and he can cast it. Yeah, we need Ooze. We definitely need Ooze. So we need just a regular 0/0/1 Cloudfin Raptor now. He's going to allow me to have this breeding pool. And the Sun Droplet's also going to allow him to just keep gaining life. So in all honesty, this is probably going to come down to him timing out. I don't see him beating me in 12 minutes. This is... Got him down to a 1, though. It was close. Maybe I should have kept the Vapor Snags in. Blind Obedience is going to extort me down. That's actually a good one. And actually with the Lantern, he can just continue to get stuff off the top. So I guess we'll play it just in case we somehow can take care of this Ensnaring Bridge. What if he mills his own Ghostly Prison? He doesn't want... he might actually want another one. Because now anything he can just sack stuff and then play per turn. And just Blind Obedience is his win condition in this version of Lantern Control. We can't extort. He tapped his mana wrong there. But his life total is now 10 minutes and 37 seconds. And eventually I'm thinking he'll be able to get there. Does he have a way to sack anything, though? Be able to extort one with Ghostly Prison. Yeah, and Lantern. Lantern is how he's going to do it. He's just going to extort with Lanterns. And that might be quicker than just trying to mill me. Very slow way to try to finish off an opponent, though. But I'm just going to continue to F6 these turns down. Yeah, so that's how Lantern works, is exactly what you're seeing here. He just tries to... with the Lantern, they see it off the top. He's got me locked out. And I'm just going to make him go through the motions, as he's got... The time clock's going to be very relevant in the next match. Which is crazy with such an aggressive deck like my own, how... We do have that. See, he's got... With the Cloudfin Raptor, though, he does have to mill that, because I can attack in with the Cloudfin Raptor, but he does have the Sun Droplets. I'm not sure. I'd have to get, like, every Vines of Vastwood imaginable. I'm not even sure that that would be a thing. To do 20 damage before, that's 10. I'd have to have all the Vines that are left in my deck. 4, 8, yeah, 12. No, that's only 18 damage. And have some way to evolve it as well. He lets me have that. See, I don't know. If there is any way that we can get through this, it is going to be through the Cloudfin Raptor. So how many times can I evolve it in one turn is the question. Especially the cage also playing where I can only evolve it one time. He's up to 21 too, and each turn it gets more out of reach. So there's another Vines. He's going to mill that. He's just going to try to mill me out for the last bit. Oh, I guess this is more reason to run Artifact Hate in this deck. I was kind of surprised he didn't run any with Affinity being so big. It'd be kind of hard though with Creeping Corrosion being 4 mana, Fracturing Gust being 5 mana. Now I'll show you what we could do with the Cloudfin Raptor against these decks. We'd be able to attack in and pay 4. Wow. That is a lot of mana to pay. Didn't we just pay 4 there? There we go. And then become Immense it. Needed that a lot earlier. And he's going to change the thing and then... Not cast with Kicker, just cast. Just wasting some more time. And then... I guess just Rapid Hybridize one of these Cloudfin Raptors is fine. Just to evolve it again. Other than that, it can't attack the next turn. And if there's some way we could give it double strike, we'd still be a ways away. Okay, so the spell went on the stack so we could get it, but anyway. There's a little exchange that took 20 seconds and puts the Sun Droplet... Makes him stack some Sun Droplet triggers. Oh, geez. He'll have a little over 5 minutes to try to win a game 3, which is good news for us. And checking on our games, it still seems like our opponents are in a bit of a stalemate too. Might as well run these out. And he's going to go through the motions of milling again. And we'll just let this run down a little more. And we'll go on to the sideboard here. So I'll bring in Ooze. Ooze should lock him out of this nonsense. He won't be able to win with this. Which might be his win. I'm sure mill is the other win condition in the deck. And unfortunately we don't have anything against mill. 10 cards left in 3 life. And actually, it's going to be more like 4 cards left. Or 4 minutes left in his. Which I don't know if he's going to have the time to do so. He's going to have to play incredibly fast. And that's that. Alrighty, so we'll bring in the Oozes. And Vines is weird. Vines is pump, though. I think it's the weakest of the pump. Dispel, he's still keeping in his Path to Exiles, but I don't think it's necessary. So let's go ahead and submit this. Bring in the Oozes to try to... Unfortunately, can't keep that. We could try for a Gitaxian Probe to find... But I'm going to have to mulligan this. This is an aggressive hand. It's got an Experiment 1 into a... So we'll Gitaxian Probe him. And he's got a Path. The Path's going to be nice. Lantern, Gaftigger's Cage. Pretty decent start. Might as well draw as many cards as possible. And Young Wolf here. Experiment Young Wolf will be good. And then we'll Ooze after he uses his mana. So he's going to go for a Lantern. He's got an Ensnaring Bridge coming up, which is going to be exactly what he wants. We will put out Forest is fine here, and a Young Wolf. Right now, while we can Rapid Hybridization. Oh, do I want to wait for a... No, this is fine. So the Undying needs to... The Evolve needs to stack on the bottom. And get in there for 3. So that's a fast turn 2 play. Which might be able to race out this Ensnaring Bridge. Blind Obedience is going to be kind of weird for him. See if he ends up pathing one. Yeah, and he's used the Gafdigger's Cage already. We have the Boon Satyr coming up that's going to evolve it some more. Now that the path's out of the way, we can have the Scavenging Ooze will be nice. We're going to be able to hit in for 5. And it's going to be a Cloudfin Raptor and an Ooze. Attacking for 5. Get him down to a 12. And now he's got to decide. I mean, I guess he could get down to 3. But we're going to be able to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the Ensnaring Bridge. Mesmeric Orb. That's going to put him back a turn, though. And we should... Yeah, and this actually helps me because it's going to allow me to possibly get enough creatures in the graveyard for the Ooze. And we find nothing in the graveyard for the Ooze. See if he's going to Lantern here. He does decide to Lantern. Wooded Foothills is okay. Do we really not have any creatures in the graveyard? That was a great... Go ahead and attack in with everything. And does the evolving this actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, evolving does not do it right now. Getting down to 4, but the good news is he gets the... He gets his own... Yuck. Yeah, he gets his own Ensnaring Bridge, which now allows my... I need to draw a land off the top. See what it would have been. Remand, Beast Within. Young Wolf, Beast Within. See if this will land. Mana Leak. So we'll be able to attack into the Cloudfin Raptor, at least. And I need to go over my other game and at least acknowledge that I'm here. And we'll get to that before we time out. This is going to be annoying. His deck's going to take forever to do this last bit of damage. But Mesmeric Orb actually could mill him pretty badly too. Blind Obedience, sure. Pixis. Can't extort. Yes, he can extort. And now I can't attack him with anything. So... very annoying deck. Get him down to a 3 again. And see if he's trying to mill me quicker than he mills himself. I guess just getting that... I mean, a Beast Within just wins it. If we can get a Beast Within. But he's milled himself pretty bad. His combo of not milling himself, I think, is going to be through... And he allows me to attack in here. He could have a Path Exile in his hand, though. There's a Become Immense anyway, so... Attacking with the Cloudfin Raptor. Go to blocks. And we'll Become Immense it. And that does it. Alrighty. Annoying deck. We'll go on to the next match, which we are down like 7 minutes now. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.